Welcome to News 9 Mediaverse, and you are watching On Point with me. Former Maharashtra CM and senior Congress leader Ashok Chavan has quit the party. Ashok Chavan becomes the third prominent leader to quit Congress in Maharashtra. After Baba Siddique and Milind Deora, this has dealt a huge blow to the Congress in Maharashtra before the Lok Sabha elections. And in the last 6 months, Congress has lost its leading faces one after another. And if we look at the larger picture in the last 5 to 6 years, Congress has lost some big central and state faces, including Ghulam Nabi Azad, Ashwani Kumar, Kapil Sibal, Milind Deora, Sunil Jakhar, Kiran Reddy, RPN Singh, Jyotiraditya Scindia, Jitin Prasad, Hardik Patel. It's like the big bleed. Now, what is crossing the great Congress exodus? Has Congress top leadership failed to retain their prominent faces, or they cannot retain them? Is Congress on the verge of becoming irrelevant? There are parties that had to go. Jansangh could never be reinvented. Swatantra Party had to be disbanded. The left could never fulfill its national ambition. Why are the top leaders of Congress abandoning the ship before the Lok Sabha polls? What will be the future of the Congress, and what happens to this I.N.D.I.A block? Now, before I introduce my guests, these graphics will continue to play through my program. Let me play out a couple of bites directly related to this exit of Ashok Chavan.
मैंने आज कांग्रेस पार्टी के असेंबली के मेंबरशिप से मेरी लेजिस्लेचर मैं कांग्रेस पार्टी से चुनकर आया हूं एज ए एमएलए। वो सदस्यत्व का एमएलए के मैंने आज इस्तीफा स्पीकर के पास मिलकर सौंप दिया है। कांग्रेस की प्राइमरी मेंबरशिप और हमारी जो लेजिस्लेचर पार्टी है उसका भी इस्तीफा मैंने आज पार्टी को सुपुर्द किया है। मैंने अभी तक कोई भी पार्टी में शामिल होने का फैसला नहीं लिया है। मेरे सामने अभी 2 दिन बाकी है। 2 दिन के बाद मैं मेरी जो राजनीतिक भूमिका है वो स्पष्ट करूंगा। हर चीज की कोई वजह बताई नहीं जाती है और मैं कभी भी पार्टी के इंटरनल मैटर्स को चौराहे पे रखने वाला आदमी नहीं हूं। जब तक था पार्टी का ईमानदारी से कल तक मैं प्रदेश कांग्रेस में मीटिंग में हाजिर था और मैं कल शाम से मैंने अपने आप को मैंने कोई भी विधायक से बात नहीं की है। लेट मी बी वेरी क्लियर, आई हैव नॉट टॉक टू अ सिंगल एमएलए ऑफ द कांग्रेस पार्टी। मेरा ये इंटेंशन नहीं है और मैंने कोई भी कांग्रेस के विधायक से बात नहीं की। नहीं, इसका कोई कोरिलेशन नहीं है। प्राइम मिनिस्टर ने जो भी बातें कही है ठीक है, एज ए प्राइम मिनिस्टर उनको जो भी कहना उन्होंने कह दिया है। इसका और मेरे रेजिग्नेशन का कोई संबंध।
भारतीय जनता पार्टी के साथ अलग अलग पार्टियों के कई बड़े नेता आना चाहते हैं। विशेष रूप से कांग्रेस के कई नेता हमारे संपर्क में है, क्योंकि जिस प्रकार का व्यवहार कांग्रेस पार्टी के शीर्षस्थ नेताओं का रहा है, एक प्रकार से ये सारे नेता अपनी पार्टी में सफोकेट हो रहे हैं। विशेष रूप से कांग्रेस में जो जननेता है उनको ये लगता है कि अब देश के मुख्य प्रवाह में हमने काम करना चाहिए, क्योंकि देश हित की बात को भी राजनीति के चलते दरकिनार करने का काम कांग्रेस का शीर्षस्थ नेतृत्व कर रहा है। वहीं दूसरी ओर प्रधानमंत्री मोदी जी के नेतृत्व में जिस प्रकार से भारत लगातार प्रगति कर रहा है, इसको देखते हुए कई नेताओं को ये लगता है कि हमने देश की मुख्य धारा में काम करना चाहिए, जनता के लिए काम करना चाहिए। इसलिए कई लोग हमारे संपर्क में हैं। अब कौन कौन हमारे संपर्क में है इसका खुलासा धीरे धीरे आपको होगा। तो मेरा आपको इतना ही कहना है, आगे आगे देखिए होता है क्या।
So on this debate, I am joined by our correspondent Kiran Tare from Mumbai, Sanjay Jog, senior journalist, Jayant Mainkar, senior journalist from Mumbai, and in our studio, my input editor, Bijesh Pandey. But straight to you, Kiran, first. Why has Ashok Chavan decided to leave Congress now?
Yeah. Kartikeya, everybody knows that timing is the most important thing in politics. Timing and perception, these are the two things. And let me remind you, 2 years back when there was a trust vote against Eknath Shinde government, it was Ashok Chavan and 10 more Congress MLAs who were absent at the trust vote. And the reason was very funny. He had said that he was late and the doors were closed, so he could not come in. That was the first indication Ashok Chavan might switch over to the NDA, probably the BJP and or the India Alliance somewhere. Today, what has happened? Ashok Chavan has decided and he has taken the action because of one person. That is what the speculation and that is what the grapevine is. He was not clearly satisfied with the way of functioning in the way Nana Patole, the state Congress president, was functioning. Ashok Chavan has told his supporters that Nana Patole is a person who is adamant on ruining the Congress prospectus, not helping the Congress party. That is why he has decided to switch over. But that is not the reason. Ashok Chavan wants to be on the side of the power. Ashok Chavan cannot stay without the power. That has again proved. Other scam might be one of the reasons, but the bigger reason, the bigger point is here, his political existence was much more depending on his existence in Nanded itself, that is his hometown. If he loses Nanded Lok Sabha or Nanded Vidhan Sabha constituency, he comes from Bhokar Vidhan Sabha constituency, his political existence there was a big question mark on his political existence. He has decided to switch over just to stay relevant in the state politics. That is what my understanding is.
Okay. Mr. Jog, is it relevance or is it the fear of the investigative agencies as social media is abuzz? Or do you think, or do you think there's third thing, relevance, what social media is saying, the power of the investigation, or the third, the deficit of central leadership of the Congress party?
I think it's a mix of three. A, the relevance is obviously because in the last election he was defeated. If he would have not elected in the coming Lok Sabha elections, then his entire political future will be in hands balance. Thirdly, he was not. In fact, he is being cornered in Nanded and around, particularly in Marathwada district, by the BJP, which is definitely spreading its wing. Secondly, although the Adarsh scam, people are still definitely recalling Ashok Chavan's tenure as the chief minister, the way former defense minister A.K. Anthony had suddenly, looking into the media trial, announced the CBI probe and what not happened later. The case is still, open. It's not been closed. So again, the thread and the sword hangs on his shoulder. And the third, very interestingly, as you rightly said, had it not been in circulation, he would have definitely not remained in discussion, as Mr. H.K. Bahuguna always used to say. So prominently, he has to be definitely there on the scene, and which is strongly feel because of whatever is happening within the Congress party, A, thanks to the quote-unquote leadership of Nana Patole, B, the internal bickerings, and C, he is being definitely looking sidelined, as he has been, just to recall the readers, in 2009 assembly elections, he and Manikrao Thakre, as the state unit chief, were successful duo to get Congress elected about 86 seats. It's a bigger kind of a combination that worked. And over the years, Ashok Chavan was feeling as if he is being left out. The manner in which he is being treated, he wanted something much more. And that's why what he thought is it's better to part ways and think of a new path. Although he has not come out with where he is going to join, but all indications are there. He is going to join quote-unquote Mahashakti, this word which was first used by Eknath Shinde during his sojourn or a trip to Guwahati. So I think he is going to spell out his next action in next 2 days. But the buzz is that, look at the timing, Kartikeya. 15th of this month is the last day for the filing of a nomination.
Okay.
Ashok Chavan says, give me 2 days. So look at what is the timing he is looking at. One thing is very sure, like when this entire coup happened in 2022 by Eknath Shinde in the council as well as Rajya Sabha election, same thing is going to happen. That's what the BJP insiders are saying. they may field fourth candidate.
So basically, Mr. Jog, you're saying that there is nervousness. Jayant Mankar, am I audible to you?
Yeah.
Okay. So the larger issue is that our panelists are saying that there is nervousness. But why is Ashok Chavan not confident of winning his one Vidhan Sabha, the former Chief Minister? Have things come down badly so much for the Congress party?
I think after these two discussions, you have asked a perfect question. Is this? And let me tell you some history. Since 1957, today we are in 2024. That is for the last 67 years, the Chavan family has nearly got the red light car, that is ministerial berth, including thrice the chief ministership and always the home or defense minister. After having so enjoyed power for nearly 55 to 60 years as a minister, I wonder if Mr. Chavan, who was even MPCC president and for 2 years was a chief minister, was saying that I am being left out. I wonder how he is left out. He was in Uddhav cabinet, so he followed the footsteps of his father of joining as an ordinary minister after becoming chief minister. Everything he got. And even this particular allegation that is being labeled that he is not having good relations with Nana Patole. Let me tell you, Nana Patole, the MPCC president, is facing the problems with all the senior leaders of Congress. He is not getting along with anyone of all the senior leaders except his own spokesperson. Otherwise, he is not at all consulting with anybody. And still, there are issues when he was getting along with Ashok Chavan. I am very confident about it. Even Vijay Wadettiwar's appointment as Maharashtra Legislative Assembly floor leader was done after talking to Mr. Ashok Chavan. This is the reality. Then why Mr. Chavan is going? Is it because of the power? Is it because of the equation that since 1957, as I said, for the last 55 to 60 years and always 67 years, this particular family is always either MLA or MP, sometimes two MPs. That his brother-in-law was also MP, Bhaskar Rao Patil Khatgaonkar. After enjoying so much power, so many seats, if this person is feeling that no, I am being left out, is it that comfort or his ambitions are growing, or Congress is not in that position to give what he wanted?
I think I'll reverse the question. You know, Mr. Mainka, I'll reverse the question. The issue, one thing is what the party can give you, and the second is what you can give to the party. The parties are built by people, then the parties build people. There was a time when people built Jansangh, then Jansangh built the party, then there was a time that the leaders built Bharatiya Janata Party, then Bharatiya Janata Party built leaders. I think the problem in the Congress is they only expect the party to give them. When it comes to giving it back, or giving back to the party, not giving it back, giving back to the party. I think that's where the Congress loses out. You know, you stay with me. It's time for a short break. I'll come back to this topic, and the larger issue after the short break would be, despite the fact that it's a three-party alliance, why so many people have left Congress in last 20 days from Maharashtra itself.
In our previous episode, we took you around the city where we witnessed the chaos of Bengaluru's roads, the frustration of commuters, and the everyday battle of a Bengalurian.
We are travelling again from KR Market to Whitefield, but this time we are not doing it in a car, but we are doing it in Bangalore's lifeline, the metro.
So what's the big issue? A lot of people are saying that he might be joining Bharatiya Janata Party. So two questions for you. If he is joining Bharatiya Janata Party, then what happens to the party with difference? You know, there was a whole Adarsh case against him. And secondly, what explains such exodus from the Congress party in Maharashtra in last 25 days?
Well, you know, I think Bharatiya Janata Party or most of the political parties go by the adage which says, you know, as preacher says, do as I say, not as I do. So all this party with a difference is only for the public posturing, but anybody, anytime, you know, any senior leader which can cause embarrassment to the Congress party, you know, it is most welcome, irrespective of the kind of baggage he or she is carrying, or, you know, the number of cases they have against him. It has been very very clear in so many cases. See, the problem is, I look at it a slightly different way. The biggest problem is that, that majority of the leaders which, we are also playing in our graphics and all, Kartikeya, are people who are fighting to stay relevant. It is a big question mark on the leadership of Rahul Gandhi also, because, barring Hemanta Biswa Sharma, or slightly to an extent Jyotiraditya Scindia, I think, majority of the kind of access they have, the kind of power they enjoyed during the Congress regime, which a normal Karyakarta didn't, and the way they are leaving the party is a very telling comment on the kind of people which were patronized by the party central command, and also the kind of promotions these guys were given. It is a very telling comment, and like Milind Deora has lost twice, 2014, 2019. 24, the seat has gone will go to Shiv Sena. The person concerned has won the particular seat twice, 14, 19. How do you expect the party to deny the person who has won twice and give it to Milind Deora, who has lost the election back to back? I think, if you look at purely from perception point of view, yes, Ashok Chavan has left. Ashok Chavan is a big leader, but I agree with most of the panelists that, boss, they are exiting not because they are a massive heavyweight, who will alter the fortune of the Congress party in a big way, but they are also fighting to stay relevant, barring Hemanta Biswa Sharma. Again, I would say, majority of the RPN saying, were you sure that he's going to win his candidacy from the place where he contested? He couldn't be.
His constituency was over.
His constituency was over, and so was the other
Jitin
Prasad and all. His constituency was over. He came number 4. So, we are also reading too much into the exodus of all these people. And I will again repeat, barring Hemanta Biswa Sharma, who not only shifted, but is now the biggest troubleshooter for the top 2 in the in the government, and he's now become a big person in the northeastern. All of these people have been electoral failures for the last 10 years.
Kiran, too many leaders have left in the last 25 days. What's happening in Maharashtra?
The Maharashtra Vikas Aghadi, Congress was the largest constituent, and Congress was adamant on getting 20 seats out of 48 in the Lok Sabha elections. Now, what will happen? Congress is damaged. Congress is broken into pieces. So Congress's bargaining power with the Shiv Sena and the NCP will drastically reduce. And that will have again a cascading effect on the Congress strength in the state. No doubt the Congress had gained some strength in Vidarbha region, but apart from Vidarbha, other regions, whether it's Marathwada or North Maharashtra or Western Maharashtra, Konkan, Mumbai, Congress is nowhere. So I completely agree with Bresh that it is not about the ideology or it is not about the party's prospectus. Those leaders who are leaving the Congress, they are thinking about themselves only. They are thinking about their political existence and political relevance. If someone finds that he is on a strong turf within the Congress and outside the Congress as well in his constituency, he won't leave the Congress. But the moment some leader realizes that he is not going to win his seat again, or his political existence is into danger because of NCP or because of BJP or because of Shiv Sena, he will decide to go to the other party, which is a stronger party. At present, Bharatiya Janata Party is the most strongest in the state, and that is why people are leaving Congress to join the BJP. This is the only simple, practical, pragmatic reason. There is nothing ideological differences or nothing big carrot they are getting. Of course, we need to see what Ashok Chavan is being offered, but even if he is satisfied with one single Rajya Sabha nomination, that will be a downfall for a person who was the Chief Minister of Maharashtra and under whose tenure the Congress registered the maximum seats in 2009 assembly elections.
Let me play out a couple of bites and then I'll go to Mr. Jog, because the question is Nana Patole the bad boy or is Nana Patole the punching bag?
आज सुबह खबर मिली कि हमारे ज्येष्ठ सहकारी कांग्रेस पार्टी के वरिष्ठ नेता, राज्य के पूर्व मुख्यमंत्री, कांग्रेस कार्य समिति के सदस्य और जो महाविकास आघाड़ी के जो कोऑर्डिनेशन कमेटी के उसके भी एक अहम नेता अशोक राव जी चौहान ने पार्टी का इस्तीफा दिया है और अपने विधायक पद का भी इस्तीफा दिया है। खबर तो धक्कादायक है, चर्चाएं बहुत हो रही थी, लेकिन ऐसे कुछ निर्णय लेंगे ऐसी अपेक्षा नहीं थी, लेकिन उन्होंने निर्णय लिया है, उनकी क्या बाध्यता थी, उन पे क्या दबाव था, उनको क्यों ये निर्णय लेना पड़ा, इसके बारे में खुद ही वो बताएंगे। लेकिन जो भाजपा की रणनीति है, अगर जनता का समर्थन नहीं मिल रहा है तो विपक्ष को तोड़ो, विपक्ष के नेताओं को तोड़ो और किसी तरह से चुनाव जीतने की कोशिश करो। लेकिन देखिए, जो तेलंगाना में हुआ, कर्नाटक में हुआ, उसी की पुनरावृत्ति महाराष्ट्र में होने वाली है।
विचारधारा से निष्ठा और जो व्यक्तिगत वफादारी, ये लॉयल्टी, पर्सनल लॉयल्टी होती है, उसे भी ऊपर हटकर ये एक विशेष वॉशिंग मशीन का प्रभाव होता है। पर मैं ये भी कहना चाहता हूं कि कुछ लोग इस भ्रम में नहीं रहना चाहिए कि उनके जाने से कांग्रेस टूट जाता है। वो जाते हैं, उनको कांग्रेस ने बहुत कुछ दिया है, उनके योग्यता से भी ऊपर दिया है, पर उनके जाने से दरवाजे खुल जाते हैं और लाखों युवा जो मौका नहीं मिला उनको इन वरिष्ठ नेताओं के कारण, जाने माने नेताओं के कारण, उनको नए मौके मिल जाते हैं। तो उदासी है, पर मैं नहीं समझता हूं इससे हमारे पार्टी पर कोई असर होने वाला है। कई लोग आते हैं, कई लोग जाते हैं, पर जब लोग जाते हैं कई सालों बिताकर कांग्रेस पार्टी में, ये उनको इस गलतफहमी में नहीं रहना चाहिए। हजारों युवा दरवाजे पर खटखटा रहे हैं और इन नेताओं के कारण उनको मौका नहीं मिल पाया।
So, Mr. Jog, is Nana Patole the punching bag, or Nana Patole is the real problem in Maharashtra for the Congress party?
So, Kartikeya, just to tell you, as I have been covering Congress for last now 3 decades, Nana Patole maybe made a scapegoat. Don't go by that, and I will never go by this theory. He may be one of the reasons, but as I have been repeatedly saying, Ashok Chavan was definitely looking out some kind of a green pasture, and which he really finds BJP is the only alternative, especially when Congress, he does not see any revival path in Maharashtra. You know, you may recall in 2019 election, Lok Sabha, they managed to get one seat, and that too, a guy who had come, kind of an imported one from Shiv Sena, who had left Shiv Sena to join the Congress party in Chandrapur, that too in Vidarbha region. And this time round, even though they wanted that the Congress is, in a revival mode, they should get 20 plus seats, to which, in fact, there have been huge differences among the Maha Vikas Agadi. So, in that scenario, Ashok Chavan was definitely looking at either he has to stay relevant, either he has to get a seat in Lok Sabha, that too in Nanded, or he should definitely have some kind of an option wherein he can think of his own future. So I think Nana Patole may be made a scapegoat, or he may be criticized for whatever so-called, his dictatorial way of functioning. I was just going through one of the tweets in which says that as if Nana Patole ko bheja gaya hai. You may recall he was elected for some time from Bandara Gondia constituency to BJP, and then later he again rejoined the Congress party. So this kind of a criticism he is facing. So I don't see that's the only and the sole reason for Ashok Chavan to make up his mind and part his ways. He is definitely looking out for a bigger canvas.
Okay, it's about bigger canvas. Mr. Jayant Bainkar, is it about the bigger canvas? Well, acceptable. But then do you think that the Congress has the capacity to regenerate itself in Maharashtra? At least it has a base, unlike Uttar Pradesh and Bihar, where it's non-existent in rural areas. At least Maharashtra, Congress is spread all over the state. Do you think that it has the capacity to come back, or it's like curtains for the party?
No, I can't. I will never accept the curtains for the party. And particularly against the backdrop, already 3 parties, and if Prakash Ambedkar is being counted, of course, Prakash Ambedkar wields a clout in particular section. So naturally, it's a 4-party alliance. I will just keep that question out. But 3-party alliance also, it's a formidable challenge to BJP and the so-called 2 splinter groups.
But Jayant, if it is a 3-party alliance here, it is a 3-party alliance there. बात बराबर हो गई है. अगर यहाँ there are 3 parties, there are 3 parties there also.
Yes, I said, but the problem is this. Can the Shiva Sena votes, which are going to be garnered by Uddhav Thackeray, will they go in the similar manner to Eknath Shinde? I doubt. I accept that in case of NCP, there will be split between Sharad Pawar and Ajit Pawar. I accept with this. This is evident even in if you go to Baramati, some people will say we are with Ajit Pawar, some will say we are with Sharad Pawar. That's a fact. But is this going to happen with Eknath Shinde? I doubt. So it's not exactly three-party alliance. It's a lame alliance, if I want to say. It's not on the proper footing. Will all the Eknath Shinde people will get elected as Shiva Sena, or they need the support of BJP? Will all the Shiva Sena votes get transferred to BJP? I doubt about it. That's a real question.
Okay.
So I am saying, these three, there is a BJP is still facing the real challenge with this formidable alliance, and with Prakash Ambedkar joining, it will be more formidable.
Okay.
Oh, I'm not interested. I mean, what Ashok Chavan is being offered, the way it is going on, and with the media reports.
I think maybe Ashok Chavan is not the reason. Brijesh, 30 seconds for you. I think there's a larger strategy at place. Bharatiya Janata Party has chipped away wherever there were formidable alliance in place. So first they chipped away Bihar. Now the chipping is starting in Maharashtra.
Well, I think, in Bihar it will help them because, they chipped away the most important block, which is Nitish Kumar, who advocated for, for the caste census.
Maharashtra,
and all.
they also broke Shiv Sena and NCP.
Maharashtra, they have broken, but, in Congress, they're chipping away. Of course, they have broken Shiv Sena, no doubt about it. But I honestly don't think that the exodus which we have seen, Milind Deora or Ashok Chavan, how big of a damage it is going to be Congress, I think, we'll have to wait and watch. I will not go by the perception that, that the Congress is in a completely ruinous state. Just because of it has its own problem, but their exit is not will not be equally related to Congress.
I think it's also a mind game, because ultimately if BJP leaders leave, for example, in Karnataka election, BJP leaders left BJP in Karnataka, and it created a huge surge for the Congress party. Even in Telangana, there was no leader from the Congress who was leaving the party for BRS and other political setups. In fact, local leaders had joined Congress party. So, when people defect, it also tells you a basic mood, or it tells you the confidence, the public perception. So, I think in narrative war, I think it's a big problem for the Congress party. Congress party might not be, I would say, would become weak just by Ashok Chavan leaving the Congress. But the fact of the matter is that brain drain, leadership drain, organizational drain is taking place from the Congress party, and leadership either is failing to retain them or has given up. Jisko jana hai jaye, jisko rehna rahe. But is this the way you keep a political party? Jury is out on that. It's time for a short break, but don't go away. When I'm back, we'll talk about Kejriwal's soft Hindutva.
जानना है तो देखिए, समझना है तो सुनिए, सीखना है तो पूछिए, और कमाना है